Everything was taken off, then leap off. For too long.
We'll be there before too long. Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. Never mind. It would probably help if you knew what I was singing, so you know how fast you have to go.
Okay.
So,
What speed
so
am I
we
supposed to be
finish
going
at the same
at?
time. I don't know, like normal.
Normal.
So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause not like so build that.
Okay. Don't show me what I'm not to do, otherwise I'll copy that.
But yeah, can you put this next to you?
I can't. I've got loads.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I got this up. But yeah, what I'm doing is, I see your star. You left it burning for me, Mother. I'm here.
Okay.
So 1, 2. Obviously, I'm slightly slow. 1, 2, 3, go. I see your star. You left it burning for me, Mother. I'm here. That was good, except we're like accident joining each other's tunes.
Okay.
I don't really
1, 2, 3, go. So
I see your star. You left it burn. Go slightly faster than that,
Okay.
please.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, Emma. The way I'm doing this is every time you say a few words, I say my part. So you have to go fast.
Okay.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
1, 2, 3, go. So
I see your star. You left it burning for me, Mother. I'm here.
Perfect.
With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolled in so casually. We're different and the same, give you another name, switch up the batteries.
Take it, it's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it.
There's no place I'd rather be. I think I'm learning a slightly different version. I'm learning.
I recognise it now because you taught it to me.
I'm learning a slightly different version when it comes to pitch and
You're higher.
like speed.
Much
yeah.
higher.
At certain points, at other points, no.
Yeah, literally within a second you got what that was quick.
But yeah, what was I saying before that?
About definitions.
No, but no, I moved on to something else.
Fine, I get all the continuing.
I don't know. But in science, we're doing electricity now, I think. Even though this science lesson was really weird because it seemed like it was like it felt like a history lesson, honestly. Because it was like the starter was what would have been different in 100 years ago, and like there was no electricity as the main thing, but it didn't feel like as much of a science lesson as a history lesson, honestly. We're different and the same. Switch if you another name. Switch up the batteries. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. No, with all of your, you can't shake me when I am with you. There's no place I'd rather be.
Oh, we've got to get you one of those chocolate marshmallows you like.
Oh, they were cheap, weren't they?
Yeah. But I can't be bothered to walk
No,
back.
that's fine. No. No.
But remember tomorrow or next time.
Okay.
Do you recognise this guy?
No.
It's Alien. No, it's a horror movie.
Switch up the battery. But yeah, Emma,
Yeah?
now I remember.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh, can you smell that?
Yeah.
That is like pure sugar that you smell
Yeah,
there.
it's burnt sugar.
Yeah, so the story we were reading was
Yeah.
actually really good idea, really good, like, really good planning out, really creative. But they were messing up with a lot of English things like commas and starting sentences with and.
Yeah, I hate that.
But I think the teacher blamed the publisher, editor I mean. The editor.
The editor.
And that makes sense because if you were writing a story, you'd obviously draft it, go through it, upgrade it, go through it again, upgrade it, and
Yeah.
I doubt that you'd make small mistakes like that.
Yeah. I wanted to get a job as an editor. I think my English is good enough.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that. Where they were like missing out commas and stuff.
Yeah, I don't like it when there's mistakes in
But
it.
I still found it awesome because the story was intriguing. Kyoto to the bay, strolling so I was too slow. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same. Get to another name, switch up the batteries. If I gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. No, with all of your heart, you can't shake me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'm with Cutie. Sing it in Cutie version. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'm with Cutie. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. When I am with Cutie, there's no wait. When I am with her, there's no place I'd rather be. Cutie. Emma. Cutie Sophie.
Yeah, she is.
I am with. Oh yeah, Emma. A bunch of people didn't bring their ingredients for the thing, so that means we're not cooking it. We didn't cook it, which means we bought more ingredients for nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
So where are they? They're at school. You haven't brought them home,
No,
have you?
yeah, I have them in my bag.
But they won't stay good.
I know.
And you won't eat it. Well, you'll eat the mushrooms. I bought mushrooms. I knew you like that.
Yeah, I can cook the mushrooms, but I'm not eating the chicken.
No. But I know somebody who'll be very
Cutie.
happy. So she
What
goes,
if it's gone bad in the heat all
no, no, it won't have gone bad. I only bought it this morning. I'm sure it's because it's quite cold. But what I do is when we get in, call Cutie to your room and close the door. Only let her eat it 'cause she's our baby.
She's lovely, though.
Yeah, I know.
That is the worst Christmas tree I've ever seen.
Why?
It's,
It's not a tree. That's what I don't like
I
about
know,
it.
that's why I say it's the worst Christmas tree. It's so fake. It's
Yeah.
meant to look like a tree, but look how fake it is.
Yeah.
I think they expected
This
it
tree
to
here
snow.
looks more realistic.
Well, that's fake completely, though.
I know, but it's better than that one.
That one, yeah.
That one
What?
doesn't look like a tree.
They
This one
put
looks like
like
a tree.
the leaves as white for some reason. And this one, it looks like the Do you know Endor or Kashyyyk on Star Wars, where the Wookiees live?
Yeah.
Do you know how there are those things with like the pathways between them?
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
And that's a proper tree.
And then that actually looks awesome,
Yeah.
even though it's not a pine tree.
No, I really hope we haven't arrived too late for the
Let's
market.
go there.
No,
Oh, wait,
cutie
mine's
food.
Cutie is lovely. Cutie, he is lovely. He is lovely. She just wants a hug. She just wants a hug. So give her a hug.
Okay, the market's closed. Let's look in Savers, see if they've got cat food. It's a pity the market's closed because that's cheap.
Not surprising, really. I am. And then you put clapping in between, so it's like today I feel older than I ever have in my life. Wait, no, I got it wrong. Today I feel older than I ever have in my life. That's not surprising, really. I am.
She is not running.
You don't have any proof. You're not even looking behind you. Ow. Ow. Now she's on my back. Emma, she's holding on to my back.
Is she?
Yes. Emma.
Yes.
You don't know if she is or not. Look at my back. Look, check if she's dead.
She's not dead.
Now she hopped off.
She is not on
She
your back.
hopped off and now she's in your hood.
She is not in my hood.
Yes, she is. Cutie. See, Emma.
That's you.
Now Cutie's gone.
No, she's not. Cutie would not go.
Emma, Cutie hopped over there. She's behind us. Where has she gone? Where's she gone? Where's she gone, Emma? Emma, where's Cutie gone? Emma. Emma.
Yeah?
Emma. Emma.
Yeah.
Emma. Where's Cutie gone?
I don't know.
Where's Cutie gone?
I don't know.
Where's Cutie gone?
I don't know.
Can we cuddle her?
Always.
What about now?
Not here.
What about here?
Not here.
Why not?
She's at home.
But she was here a second ago and then she jumped somewhere else.
No, she didn't.
Is there no traffic light here at all?
I know, it's a nightmare. It's
Look,
been
all the way out there.
all the way out there to get there.
Just one.
No.
Why not?
I'm tired.
Al tennis bar. La mejor la tennis bar.
As a young Princess Elizabeth, you first visited Rome in 1951, and since then, Your Majesty and the Duke of Edinburgh have now visited a further 10 times. I hope that each time you have experienced a city continuously moving forward. And today will be no exception. The city of 1,000 streets is now enjoying a renaissance as a centre for services and tourism. And we hope that after today's visit, you will be excited about your second city. Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, thank you for coming to Birmingham today and enjoy.
Your Majesty, Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Network Rail, welcome to Birmingham East Street Station. We are honoured that Your Majesty has joined us to officially open the redeveloped station. The redevelopment of the station means Britain's second city now has a station fit for future passenger growth and a stunning building as its heart. In today's world, uniquely in today's world, demand for rail travel in Britain has doubled.
Your Majesty.
Greasy in more ways than one, the Pod Racers Cantina is a dimly lit cantina, tainted with a vague undertone of hydraulic fluid.
Oh, did you actually find it?
Yep, beneath the reek of heated swill.
So I don't need to find the actual character, do I now?
I think you probably need a mechanic.
Well, I
It's
can't-
kind of assuming you have a mechanic on your team.
I can't.
And most of the patrons are dressed in shabby, oil-stained overalls, as is the cantina staff itself.
I'm having a bit of trouble finding
All the people there seem to be pod racers. And they're quietly drinking their drinks. Don't seem very interested in you.
having a bit of trouble finding a mechanic.
The bartender points out old Sav, who is probably the best way for you to get information. Although he's not the only person who has information. Old Sav has a lot of experience. He's worked for a different team in the Grand Prix every year, so he knows everybody, really. And he's a bit of a mercenary.
Hang on. I might just find a mechanic here. I think I have a lot of people.
There are people in the cantina you could probably get to help.
Do you have a sax for me?
I found the cantina. It wasn't on page 43. There's a pilot for hire, if you don't think your piloting skills are up to it.
Pilot for hire? I have no credits.
You have no piloting skills.
I don't have really credits.
Ah.
Hang on. Let me see this.
There's a really famous pilot there called Merle.
Wait, do they have a mechanic guy?
There's a 19-year-old who's desperate to get into racing. She's been hanging around the races for 3 years. She's quite skilled for someone so young, but she's a bit innocent. She looks very sweet.
Okay.
I really don't think she's the right sort of person if you want to do anything illegal. But she's quite good, considering how young she is.
I found a mechanic. He's a droid.
Cool, get a droid mechanic. So you've got a droid mechanic? Because the only mechanics in this place is they're all being used except for this guy called Honest Greg. But come on, he's called Honest Greg and you're stealing a diamond. I really don't know if any of these people are going to be into what you're doing. Except for that mercenary guy, but he's beyond your price range.
Yep, I don't have a lot of credits. I only have...
You could try Charm. Especially that 19-year-old looks really sweet and innocent. And she's been wanting a break into the races for ages. Doesn't work too well for you. Surely you have a better plan than that.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Okay, this story is called The Jewel of Yavin. Remember that, because we don't want to do it twice. The Jewel of Yavin. The origin and history shrouded in legend. The Jewel of Yavin is one of the largest and most beautiful... Where are you?
I'm in Tatooine.
Tatooine gems in the galaxy.
That's not...
What? Go away. By luck or by fate, a group of, or a person, an enterprising individual, has the chance of a lifetime to steal a precious gem from its current owner in the Jewel of... In Cloud City. Yeah, what?
This isn't gonna work.
Why not?
Because, one, there's no Cloud City and Tatooine.
Well, I'm
and
just saying there is now.
two, no, you can't just say there is.
Okay, there's no Cloud City. You have a... this is the biggest city...
If you're going to do this tour, then
Robin.
you have to come up with some way for me to actually get a ship and go to this place.
This is a big city on Tatooine. Full of
Tatooine
rich
has no
people.
big cities.
None.
Tatooine is literally that city where everyone, it's a planet where everyone is a criminal, remember? So there's no big cities.
Okay, you hear that some rich people are going to come to Tatooine. One of them has a precious gem.
It would make more sense just to give me a way to get a ship and get out of here.
How can you have a ship? You got no money. And you're a kid. You stow aboard a ship
Okay.
trying to escape Tatooine.
Okay. And it takes me to the place where the story actually happened.
And it goes to Coruscant. The biggest city on Coruscant. Called Cloud City. There's a precious gem there. I don't know how you hear about it, but you do.
Well, if I stow away on the ship, I guess I overhear some people talking about it.
About a big gem. You meet a guy on the ship called Aris Shen. And he says, hey, you want some cash? Come meet me on my ship, which is in the landing bay in shadowy Port Town.
What's Shadowy Port Town?
It's a dodgy city next to the really rich Cloud City. So, is that Aaron Shen you meet?
Yep. Yes.
You figure out that he's quite rich. He calls himself a financial businessman. Yeah.
This planet we're going to, what's the planet again?
Isn't it Coruscant?
Coruscant, whatever. Can I roll knowledge underworld to know if this planet has a lot of
Yep,
like
you
gangs
can.
and things? Can I have my
Read the dice.
bag of dice?
I don't know where it is. It should be with the rest of the stuff. It's a little purple bag, usually.
What?
What? We've lost the dice. That would be terrible.
Where does Nanny put this bag? Not there, not there. The dice are not here. They're not in your room.
Oh, it's the dice bag. We need the dice bag. I don't know where they are. Is it in there?
Oh, here it is. It's all the way in the corner over here.
Okay, cool. Okay, can you roll knowledge underworld?
Okay.
This week can't speak. 2 difficulties.
Wait!
Because you're only a kid, you
Wait!
don't. What?
Give me this.
Give me 2 purples.
I forgot to roll for our special like dice. I was.
You gotta beat 1 success.
Wait, let's roll our destiny points. I got 2 light, 1 dark. 2 light, 1 dark. And since there are less players, that should be fine. 2 light destiny points, 1 dark.
I have to roll. What did you roll for me?
Oh, you roll. I rolled for you. No, you can replace the roll. So replace the 1 dark with 1 dark.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you roll?
You should eat this. It's delicious. I rolled 1 success.
Super success and a bunch of advantages. I mean successes.
You suspect that Aaron Chen is a bit of a criminal. He's too rich.
Really?
For, you know, he doesn't speak like a person who works in finance. In fact, you reckon there's a lot of crime in this place?
I stay I'm going to be careful and be ready, and I'm gonna be careful because especially since I'm a child, people would think that I can't do it. So I'm gonna be careful if anyone and look around for in case I get attacked by anyone.
Do you meet her where she says to meet her?
Fine. I do need credits.
You do need credits if you want to get anywhere. When you meet her, sadly, there's some like goons around her. It is not easy to walk up to her. They seem to be like protecting her or hassling her, I don't know, just around her. Annoying people. Goonish people. They look like guards. So, let me get to the story.
How much armor do they look like they're wearing?
I'm trying to find them.
Because from there I can roughly see probably how good of gods they are.
Sorry. It's hard to find the bit of the story. At the moment it's just description, description, description. I've lost the story. You'll have to wait.
Cutie. Change this thing, so I have to change the colour of this.
Okay, what's your backstory?
In fact, okay, why not? So I wrote a proper story for my backstory here.
Okay.
Okay, Killarno's backstory. I called him Killarno.
Killarno, not killer.
No,
Arno.
Killarno. Killarno lived on Tatooine, bought by a slaver. He was never as
So he was a slave?
No, yeah, he was never as obedient as the others. That's why I chose Tatooine.
Ah, yes.
He would do all he could to stop the slaver, who called himself Helenos. Nobody was stupid enough to think that he was telling the truth about his name. One day, Killarno ended up cornered by some thugs. There were about 5 of them. Due to his rough upbringing, he had trained himself intensely to become one of the strongest, most agile 12-year-olds out there. He was now being fired at with some cheap blasters. All he had was some heavy clothing, but that, as well as his strength, caused the bolts to simply sting him, because I took into account my character's soak and the damage of the blasters, and that's...
You've got a high soak?
5. Not the highest.
It means a blaster pistol will take about 3 shots, 3-4 shots to kill you.
It depends on how lucky they roll, because it can do more damage, but yeah. He was able to, using his unarmed combat, knock out one thug and severely injure another, breaking many of his bones. After this, Killarno felt a sharp pain in the back of his head. He became dizzy. He had been punched. He saw a ship flying towards him and felt an impact before he blacked out. He awoke, binders on, in the ship that hit him. The bandits were there, talking about whether they had the resources to help the one who had been injured. Not having the strength to move, Killarno lied there, vision still fuzzy. As he concentrated, he was able to shuffle his hand enough to loosen the binders slightly. Still, he had little chance of fully escaping them. Because to escape binders is an extremely difficult role, so I put that. As his vision focused, he saw a green beam of light easily cut through the side of the ship. He saw a robed figure enter and be fired at. Easily deflecting the shots, the figure... the description is meant to be what my character, who has never seen a lightsaber, sees a lightsaber as, by the way.
Okay.
He saw a robed figure enter and be fired at. Easily deflecting the shots, the figure stuck out their hand and all the bandits were sent flying, smashing through the wall. The figure saw Kilano and cut his binders before leaving a square object next to him. He blinked and the figure was gone. He swiftly dashed to the cockpit and crash-landed the ship, causing minimal injury to himself. He found a few hundred credits and grabbed them, worried about the ship exploding, before dashing out. He was able to buy 2 slug thrower pistols with some credits to spare. He waited for all the other slaves of the slaver to be near him before attacking. He saw them all being ordered around. They would be here for another hour. He got to a vantage point and examined the area. Plenty of tables to use as weapons, sharp rocks too. He looked at his small cube. He felt it calling to him. It's a holocron, Jedi holocron.
Oh,
Because I chose that as my starting resource.
okay.
So he tried opening it. A hologram of some bearded man appeared. He said that, this is the hologram of the bearded man, aka a Jedi. He said that whoever opened this holocron was a Force sensitive. I put quotations around those, meaning he didn't know what they meant.
No.
And that they would be hunted. It talked about the laser blade Kilano had seen before, called it a lightsaber, explained how to use it. It gave information about martial arts to Kilano, saying that he wouldn't always have a weapon. Kilano felt that he had to learn what a Force sensitive was, if he was one. He couldn't question it at the time though. He had a job to do. He leapt in, firing bullets at the slaver. They staggered back and the others watched in awe. Kilana grabbed a chair and used it to shove the slaver into a corner before pinning them. He knew he had won. He knew that he wanted to kill the slaver, but he gave them a chance. He told Helenos these exact words. You have 2 choices. Stay and I will kill you. Or leave and never show your face to me again. For number 1, close your eyes. For number 2, blink twice. The slaver chose to leave. Kilano stood in front of the crowd, who were cheering now, thanking him. He had freed them all. Leaving, he had a few words to say. Your life is yours again.
That's a lovely
And that's what I wrote
backstory.
for my backstory. And that's why I increased my morality.
Okay. Yeah, you do deserve to increase your morality for that. The only small grammar mistake I saw was there's 2 pasts of the verb to lie. If I tell something that's not true, then the past is lied. But if I lie down, then the past is lay down. But the story was brilliant. I don't know why I just picked that up in case you have to say somebody.
But yeah, that's my
lay down.
character's backstory.
That is amazing. Okay, I will definitely get that into the story. I've copied some details and I've got that.
That's me spending, I think, about an hour, maybe a bit more on that.
I think that's a brilliant start to a Jedi story.
Really?
Yeah, I think that is good.
I've got an idea. So my stories I do with this character, I can
Writer.
type them up once I've finished them.
And let's make a web page for you to put all these stories on so they don't get lost. Because I've already lost your.
Days of Bonfell?
Yeah.
I've got it.
Well, let's go put it online somewhere because then it won't get lost. Even if the computers break it, they'll always be there. So let's make you a web page, yeah?
Okay. Anyway, right now, that's my story, so
And you'll write up the
That's what
stories
that-
we play.
that's why it kind of has to take place on Tatooine.
Then I have to come up with decent stories for you to write up. It won't
Yay.
be good to write up like that horrible one I did last time. That web story I picked up.
Well, that's the point. Some of the stories might not be that fantastic, but I'll have to, make things sound better.
Cool.
Oh, wait, if you're wondering what my character looks like, I've got an image. Hang
Yeah.
on, let me find it. No, not there. Where's documents? My documents. RP star.
Wow, that's cool. How old are you? You look like a child.
Yeah, pretty young.
And force sensitive.
Yep.
You don't want to be discovered by Jedis, do you?
Well, that's how that Jedi. Well, any person who actually knew they were force sensitive, and well, not even that. Just like any force sensitive will be able to sense another force sensitive.
So you'll know when you meet one.
So yeah, I'll know when I meet one, but I won't know that that's what the feeling means.
No.
And if
You'll just get a strange tingle.
Yeah, they might know, but yeah, this is me.
That's cool.
If I zoom in, it's really
That's
pixelated.
an amazing start to a story, by the way.
Yay.
And if you write up the games we play, then you'll have your first little novel.
Yeah,
It'll
cool.
be a proper novel rather than... Because that's a chapter, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the introduction chapter. I'm so glad you're back.
I love you.
I love you too. I missed you so much.
I left a lot up to you as well on purpose, like what species the slaver was. I'm guessing Twi'lek, because I think it says in Twi'lek's description, it says they're often slavers.
Mm-hmm. I'll write that down then. Twi'lek. And he'll come back to haunt you, no doubt. Particularly as Jabba seems to be in every single story or slavery.
Yeah.